Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your August 2020 general readings. We're looking at the first half of August from August 1st through August 15th. Welcome everyone. I hope that you're all staying safe and well and sane in a continuously crazy changing world. Thanks for taking the time to tune in today, and thanks for all that you have done and continue to do in support of this channel, for all of your likes, your shares, for subscribing to this channel, for the donations to this channel. All of it's very welcome and appreciated. Thank you so much. Even if it's nothing more than taking the time to watch the videos and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. So this reading is for the fire sign of Leo for the first half of August 2020. So that's Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, if your Venus is in Leo, if you're cross-watching for a Leo. As you know, general readings always play out a little differently for everyone. They always resonate a little differently. So if you know all of your signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, watch them all, because each one can bring in a little bit of different insight into what's going on in different areas of your life. If any of the readings do resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading or get information about a personal reading, you can click on the description link below, click on that little arrow that pulls down info. You'll see my contact details there, email address, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can email me. I can usually get back with some more information within the same day. And I do readings full time, so it's all that I do. So I'm pretty diligent at working with your schedule in mind to get personal readings set up in as timely a fashion as possible. I do offer a wide variety of readings. So if you're interested, email me. I'd be delighted to work with you. All right, let's move right into this. Leo. Let's see what the first half of August has in store for you. For those of you who need to know, want to know, I'm using Legacy of the Divine Tarot. And if I clarify, it will be with the Gilded Tarot Royale. All right, Leo. Our lovely lions for the first half of August. All right, Leo, we have the Six of Cups, followed by the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Ten of Cups, followed by the Fool. And from the bottom of the deck, overall energy for the first half of August is the Sun. Actually, the Ace of Cups is right behind that as well, and I feel inspired to take that. You have really excellent cards. I'm actually taking a look at the next couple of cards. We have the Six of Swords, just because I feel led to, and the Knight of Coins. So Leo, this looks like for many of you, it could be a potentially pretty important period of time. I mean, it's a short period of time. It's just the first couple of weeks of August. But we have 1, 2, 3 major arcana cards. You also have the Ten of Cups, which is the Happy Home card. So your overall energy is bright and illuminating, and perhaps some pressures are being uplifted, because your overall energy and focus for the first half of August is the Sun card. In my opinion, the most powerfully influential card in the tarot, particularly in terms of its positivity, because just like the real sun when it comes out, it affects everything. It illuminates, it banishes shadows, it clarifies things. It's life, love, warmth, laughter, vacation. It represents an uplifting of energy, things that have been perhaps heavy or feeling, restrictions. This represents an uplifting of that. When the sun comes out, it affects everything. And when the sun card comes out in a tarot spread, it also, all the cards affect each other in a spread, but the sun has the ability to affect all of the cards in the spread. It can act as a boost to positive energy, and you already have a lot of positive energy here. And it can lessen or even sometimes even completely negate any challenging energy. Because that's what it does. It relieves, it lifts restrictions or loosens restrictions. For example, if some of you were feeling some financial hardships or financial restrictions, you're going to be seeing kind of an uplifting of that over the first couple of weeks. If you've been going through some emotional issues or relationship issues, you'll find that those are, the pressure is lifted. It kind of feels like you can take a deep breath. Now, the card that was right behind it, which I felt compelled to take, is the Ace of Cups. So aces are the number one, a new start, a new beginning, the opportunity to begin a new path. Cups is water energy, that's the element which governs the suit, and that's emotional energy. So the Ace of Cups can represent a few different things. It can represent new love and romance. I mean, especially with the sun, some of you may have met someone new, because this can represent a new beginning in love. It can represent a new beginning in self-love as well. Some kind of situation where your heart is beginning to open up. It's the beginning of the heart opening up. And it's just beautiful, lovely energy. It looks like something has come in or something has come up, Leo, that has some kind of connection to history with it, and it's divine timing and orchestration. We have the Six of Cups clarified and followed by the Wheel of Fortune. So the Six of Cups is a card often associated with the past. Nostalgia, history, reminiscing, parents, childhood, roots of origin, where you grew up, old lovers, long-time friends. It doesn't have to necessarily extend all the way back to childhood. It can be for some of you. It can represent kind of that time, going back to a time when we were children and had less cares and worries and concerns and burdens that we do today. So this is a card that's usually associated with some kind of history or some connection to the past. Clarifying it is the Wheel of Fortune in the upright, divine timing and orchestration, the wheel turning in your favor. The key, kind of the kicker to the Wheel of Fortune, to all the major arcana cards, we have no control over this because this is energies of God, Spirit, your angels and guides, who love you and always want your joy and fulfillment. So even when they come in and intervene or bring certain things into your life, they're always working in your favor. So the implication with the Wheel of Fortune in the upright position is that it's a stroke of good luck, of good fortune in your favor, and you likely see it that way. Sometimes things happen in our life to break down or get rid of certain things. It's very challenging for us to take, but again, it's meant to be putting us on a path of joy and fulfillment. So something has come in. It could be something, it could be someone has come in from the past. Divine timing and orchestration, but this is something quite beautiful. There's also a healing element here too, and I feel like for a lot of you there is some kind of connection to home and family. It could be, for some of you, this might be as simple as reuniting with someone from the past, maybe having a bit of a family reunion or getting together with friends or family or people that you have that kind of long-term historical connection with. And again, there's some element of healing. There's something being lifted up and some element of healing. Now, for some of you, this may be in love and romance. Again, some of you may have met someone new and you're just kind of, with the Sun and the Ace of Cups, you're just kind of over the moon with it. There is a likely connection here with the past, someone from the past, for those of you for whom this might be more of a love romance sort of reading. Now, connecting with someone from the past doesn't necessarily mean that it's an old boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, lover. It could just be somebody that you knew from the past, coming back into your life and kind of reuniting again, whether it's in a romantic way or some other sort of way. It can also represent someone who came from the same place you did, had the same background. There's that historical connection there, and Spirit's fingers are all over this. I mean, God, Spirit, your angels and guides, their fingers are all over what's going on. And again, there is a healing element to this, so it's likely not someone brand new that you don't know coming in. Now, it might not be relationship oriented in terms of romance. It might also be I just got a very specific message from somebody that you've actually, some of you have been going through some very difficult, I don't know, financial hardships in your life, and it's actually family or a family member that has helped you, that has come in and actually given you some form of financial or material resources that has helped lift up some of the financial pressures that you were feeling about something in your life, bills or something like that. And it's given you enough breathing space that you can move forward again. I'm getting that very specifically for someone. Okay, we have the Ten of Cups here with the Fool. This is beautiful energy. The Ten of Cups is the traditional happy home, happily ever after card. Tens representing cycle completion or fulfillment and achievement, kind of coming full circle. The tens usually represent the most the maximum of the energy that belongs to that suit. Cups is emotions, it's water. So the Ten of Cups is often referred to as the happy home card because it represents feeling at that place where everything has just kind of come together and connected in a really beautiful way, particularly when it relates to home, to family, could be friends. This is a card that can also represent marriage, childbirth, all the blessings and feelings of harmony and balance and contentment around home and family, whatever that might mean to you. Sometimes, you can get the energy of the Ten of Cups, just by sitting with your family and having a really good time and having, those occasional moments where, that perfect moment where everybody's together, everybody's connecting, and everything feels just lovely and beautiful and right. The Ace of Cups can also represent an emotional renewal within an already existing situation or relationship as well. So the Ten of Cups is clarified by the Fool. The very first major arcana card in the tarot, he has the 0 on his card because the whole deck of tarot cards is basically about the Fool's journey, our journey, where we're starting here, we're getting ready to take the first step in a journey. We're not really all that concerned with the destination per se. We're more about what we experience on the journey itself. Always a little bit of caution with the Fool. It's my favorite major arcana card, but he's not really concerned with how he packs for the journey or, taking safety into consideration. He's just excited to go, to experience whatever he wants to experience. And the Fool can also represent, doing something new, doing something completely off the beaten path, doing something in a whole different way. Because the Fool doesn't walk a path that he's already walked. A new journey for him is a brand new, completely different journey. So the Wheel is sitting next to the Fool, and the Six of Cups is sitting next to the Ten of Cups. And I'm getting like a whole variety of stories for those of you for whom this resonates, and some of the stories are very different. Some of you, it feels like there's healing. There's something perhaps that happened within your own childhood, home, family dynamics. Something has happened and it may be because you went back to see home or you ran into somebody that, made you think about that time. There's something about your past that has come up. This is for some of you. And for some of you, this past, your childhood, your history, your family was difficult. It was challenging. It looks like recently I don't know, maybe some of you made a trip or something. Maybe you made a trip back to where you used to live or grew up or something like that. Maybe there were some aspects of that long ago life that was challenging for you. The act of reconnecting, whether it was through, actually seeing a place, being in a place that you were in a long time ago, or a person from that time, or just some combination of that. It feels like some of you are getting some healing from that, not by having a specific issue resolved or reconciled, but just because the very act of revisiting a difficult time, that connection to the past, has brought up an issue which still does not have an answer, but that you just decide to begin to let go. Your perspective of it is different from where you are now than from where you are then. This feels like a very specific message, which usually means it may only resonate with a few of you who are watching, but it's important enough that I feel compelled to say it so that you can have that. Because for some of you, there is this element of healing from something in your past that you were seeking answers for. Why did this happen? Why did I have to go through this? And some situations, there are no acceptable answers, at least not in this life. Like if you came out of a really difficult or abusive childhood or background or marriage or something like that, why did I go through that? Why do people do this? Sometimes there's no real acceptable answer, or an answer that we can actually accept and embrace. Sometimes we just have to take a look at situations like that, tie a balloon string to it, wave goodbye to it, and let it go, and let it not hold us back anymore. And I feel like that's what's actually happening here for some of you, is that through this revisitation of the past, whether it was physical, travel, a person, whatever, some combination of that, there's a new perspective that you're gaining that is causing you to go, I'm tired of being chained to this. I'm always had this invisible chain to this, and I'm letting it go. I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to let it go and say goodbye to it. You close the door on it once and for all. Put the last shovel of dirt on that grave. And so with that, there's this sense of healing. We do have the Six of Swords with the Knight of Coins. Slow but steady healing. Slowly but steadily moving away from the source of the choppy, turbulent waters and into something that's more balanced and serene for you. Not quite to the other shore and on solid ground yet, but definitely moving towards that. An emotional renewal, which is probably why this is an ace rather than, 6 or 7. So there's healing coming in. Now, for some of you, it might be relationship oriented. It might be about a specific person, whether it's romantic or whether it's family. There's some sense of healing. And it has God's fingerprints all over it. For some of you as well, there is a sense of your immediate family having come to a place where everyone's doing well. Perhaps they weren't. Maybe this is for parents or for adult children, or for those of you who have adult children. Maybe there's been some struggles there, something with the family unit struggling, maybe your kids, adult children, extended family. Again, the details and specifics in a general reading are always going to vary because there's so many of you watching. But the fundamental energy is the same. There's some sense of healing over the past, which actually ties into making your family unit, whatever that is, also more healed, more healthy, more cohesive, because you're starting off on a new journey. That's clear here too. You're starting off on a new journey, and it may not be in a very specific sort of way. It might be that for some of you, but I'm feeling a pretty large group of people, regardless of the details of this, you're something to do with home, with family, both past and present. There's some kind of healing and letting go of past stuff, things coming full circle. Some people are doing better after not doing better, after doing badly for quite some time. It feels like it's all a bit messy and tied together, and I hope this is making sense for whoever needs to hear this. But in the letting go of old stuff which can't be rewritten anyway, and some of which have no answers, and you just, at some point, you need to stop wasting the time trying to find answers for unanswerable situations. And in that comes this lightening, this healing, this being able to, with the sun, shed this burden, whether or not it comes from a specific thing or whether or not that connection with the past, you just decided to let it go. And it's like the sun coming, it's like the sun coming up in the sky after a long period, a long storm or a long period of rain. And there's a sense of renewal and moving forward again, and this very strong connection to home, family, moms, kids, all of that kind of energy. I mean, this could also be renewal and reconciliation in an already existing relationship, whether it's family, a really close friend, something from someone from the past, something getting healed and fixed and moving on. But Any way you look at it, it's quite beautiful, and it looks like the first couple of weeks are going to be quite good for you, Leo. So, Leo, that is your reading for the first half of August. I hope you enjoyed it and found it at least mostly cohesive. Thanks for watching, and again, if you're interested in reaching out for a personal reading, maybe you want to take a deeper look at something, just click on the description link below, click on that little arrow, email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be most happy to work with you. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the August mid-month readings. Until then, as always, stay safe and well, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.